All right. So technology improves every day. Several tech companies have set their sights on language and communication. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple are now looking for ways to allow worldly citizens to communicate efficiently. It was just last week that an employee of mine was in Las Vegas and he had a Chinese Uber driver. He had a note in his car telling his passengers to set their Google Translate app to Mandarin and use that to communicate with them. There's another company called Waverly Labs that's developing earpieces that allow multi-party conversations directly in ear and in their own language. As instructors, we need to prepare other language professionals on how technology will change the way they teach their own learners. Our technology-assisted language learning-based course will prepare language instructors for technology enhancements in the language learning arena.
The Technology-Assisted Language Learning Certification was created to meet the global need for more and better prepared ESL/ELL educators. Given the tremendous demand for ESL instructors at a global level, and with the technology rapidly changing on a daily basis, there is a growing need for teaching classes online that are based on theory and pedagogy. The target audience for this course is teachers in ESL or ELL fields that are looking for new ways to present content at the secondary level, who may be or not certified to teach early childhood through 12, which is the public school, or may be working with emergency language learners in the higher education arena.
The pedagogical approach that this class would have, practically it would be designed as a cohort model. So all the students will start and finish within the 16-week course. So they begin and they will start at the same time. This class will have scheduled self-direct and also collaborative assignments where the students need to be working in the same content. So in addition, we will be using several learning theories that can apply to adult learning strategies. One of them is the zone of proximal development by Vygotsky, and the other one, it's going to be basically the concept of andragogy, and this is by Malcolm Knowles. And we're going to be using practically the 5 assumptions of andragogy, that adults are self-direct learners, they bring wealth of experience to the educational setting, they enter an educational setting ready to learn, and they're adults that are problem-centered in their learning, and there are adults that are best motivated by internal factors. So practically, we're going to know someone that really wants to learn and they know what they're doing with this course.
But how will they get that A? That's what we all want to know, right? Well, we'll divide it up into 4 parts. The first part is discussion and participation in the lessons. Even though it is asynchronous, there are times where they'll come together. There are module assignments. We have a 16-week course with 16 modules. There's projects that they have to do alone and as a group. And lastly, there will be an assessment at the end. This leads us to our last slide.
Yay, I got a certificate.
Thank you.
For all 3 of these, if you all incorporated...
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
I just want to finish by saying we built a certificate program that will allow participants to move seamlessly from certification to implementation. The learning needs of both the participants and their future students are reflected in the theory and technical design and evaluation process that the team has talked about. This includes some unique cultural and socio-educational considerations for students that are found in the e-learning language environment. So at the end, certificate holders leave the program equipped to provide gap-filling language instruction, also promote viable alternatives to current English language curriculum, and present online learning choices to students for whom traditional ESL classes have not been an option. So, finally, the TALK certificate can be replicated to fit the learning and teaching needs of an increasingly global and technological classroom. Now we are done. Team 3 is now open for questions.